This song is a song Gordon Bok wrote. And it has a Port Townsend connection, which I'll explain to you in a moment. Gordon Bok, about 35 years ago, was reading the journals of a naturalist named Robert Cushman Murphy. And Robert Cushman Murphy was invited to be a naturalist on a whaling ship in 1912, the Brig Daisy, excuse me. And Bok was reading the journals and was inspired to write the song, which I first heard, I don't know, 20 or 25 years ago, and only thought a little of until my friend John Burke sang it with a little more passion, perhaps, than Gordon Bok puts out. The Port Townsend connection is, there's a woman who lives here in Port Townsend for the last, 5 or 6 years now? 7 or 8 years, okay. Named Eleanor Matthews. And she's the granddaughter of Robert Cushman Murphy. And she has re-edited and re-released his journals under the title Ambassador to the Penguins. And if you would like an autographed copy of that book, talk to that lady, buy the book, and I'll bet you she'll autograph a copy of it for you. I don't know. I make no guarantees on the subject. The song is Mr. Eneos. There's a chorus to it. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down. For no more you'll see of whales or the cold South Georgia ground. I can think of 2 reasons why one of those old whaling ships would clew up the royals and topsails, shortening sail, and haul the headsails down. One is to slow the ship down to launch or recover whaleboats, to send the harpooneers out to try and harpoon whales. Think Moby Dick if you want to get your head into this kind of thing. It was still going on into the 20th century, into 100 years ago. The second reason you might want to slow a ship down at sea would be to perform a memorial at sea. March 29th, 1912, as the little Brig Daisy did sail, the morning was clear, the seas was calm. We raised a great pot of whale. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down. For no more you'll see of whales or the cold South Georgia ground. The captain had 3 of the boats lowered down. In them the mates they did go. There was Mr. Dalumba and Mr. Alves and Mr. Eneos also. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down. For no more you'll see of whales or the cold South Georgia ground. The whales they did rise not a mile from the ship, and the other 2 mates made their kills. But Mr. Eneos was caught in the pod, where the whales there was lying still. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down. For no more you'll see of whales or the cold South Georgia ground. Mr. Eneos stood still in the bow, and he had a lance in his hand. But the whale he'd harpooned would not break away. He would neither sound nor run. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down. For no more you'll see sea of whales o'er the cold South Georgia ground. The whale struck the boat and it lifted her high. The men fell out o'er the stern, and we all saw flukes come crashing down where Mr. Eneas had been. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down, for no more you'll see of whales o'er the cold South Georgia ground. We lowered the stern boat down straight away. We searched where the whales did it sound, and 5 men we gathered from out of the sea, but Mr. Eneas had gone. Clew up your royals and topsails and haul your headsails down, for no more you'll see of whales o'er the cold South Georgia ground.
Mr. Eneas by Gordon Bok.